how to get Chinese driving license. I'm done with the doctor. There are two options. That's it. Here is your temporary driver license. Jolly day everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Jessur and today's video is going to be very useful, especially if you are a foreigner living here in China, because I'm going to show you how to get Chinese driving license. A lot of people think it's very complicated to get Chinese driving license, but actually it's not that hard if you know the process. In this video, I will show you what documents you need, where to go, how long it takes, and how much it costs. And I will take you with me through the real process here in Hangzhou. So if you are planning to drive in China, this video will save you a lot of time. So let's go. Now I'm going to hospital to visit my doctor, and I do this once a month. So after that, we will continue our mission to get Chinese driving license. Alright, I'm done with the doctor. It was really good. I got positive news. So now we'll go to that department that we can get driving license. So let's go. Right guys, before we go to anywhere, let's talk about documents. What documents you need. There are not many documents, just a few, and they're not difficult to get. There are two options to get Chinese driving license. If you have a driving license from your country, then it will be much easier. But if you don't have one, then you have to study, you have to pass exam, then you can get your driving license in China. So today, we are doing the easy way, which I have my driving license from my own country. So basically, we will just go to the department, show my driving license from my country, and from that, they will give us Chinese driving license. And that will be for 1 year. So every year, you can just go and renew it. So to do that, of course, you need your passport with residence permit, right? And you must have it if you are in China. So that's the first thing. And second thing, I have to translate my driving license into Chinese language, and I've already done it, and I've got this in this envelope. So you can't just translate it into Chinese by yourself using AI or your friend. You have to use agency or a person who has certificate to translate. So, and it won't take that long. I even didn't visit any, the agency. I did it through the WeChat. I already had a contact. So I just sent a picture of my driving license and I paid. And for this, I paid 100 RMB, which is about 15 US dollars. And I received the papers just the next day. So it didn't take that long. So you will get a few papers. First one is the translation of your driver license, and at the back, copy of your driver license, and last you will have the copy of the certification of that person or the agencies, to translate. So this is done. So we got passport and our driver license from our country with translation. And number 3 is you have to get accommodation registration paper, and you will get this from your local police office, and it won't take long. You just go and just tell them what you need and they will do it within a few minutes. By the way, about the accommodation registration paper, if you are renting, then you'll do it with your local police office. But if you are staying at a hotel, then hotel will do for you. So don't worry about this. So that's what you need: your passport with a residence permit, and your driver license if you have one with translation, and you need accommodation registration paper from your local police office. And one more thing is you need one picture of passport size with a white background, and I've got one. So we are ready. So we'll just go to the apartment and we will see. Let's go. All right, I have arrived to the office and time is 10:11. So we will see how long it will take to complete this process. All right, I entered to the building and I got my queue. So it is now F1019 and mine is 1072. Looks like there are a lot of people, about like 50 people. And I saw the interesting thing here. You can see this screen. You can see people are taking exams. And you can see them live. Yes. Okay. Back name.
OK，叔叔啊，会不会安排？
Well, I needed to take new pictures, so I got it. But it's very small. It's smaller than passport size. And that's it. Done. I've got my Chinese driving license. Alright, now let me tell the process. So I entered the department and there were many people, but it was very organized. It was quiet, even though there were many people. Then I got my queue number, then I sat and I was waiting. And there were only 3 windows, and I said, wow, I mean, it's less. And I said there were many, like 50 people before me. Then after like 10 minutes, the staff came and told me that I missed my turn. Because I didn't know there were many windows at the other side. And she told me there were many windows the other side. And she gave me a new queue number. Then immediately they called my name. And then I went and I handed all my documents, my passport, my driver license with translation, and the accommodation registration paper. And she typed all information on the computer. Alright, the first thing you may ask, do they speak English? If you don't know Chinese, yes, they know basic English. I mean, the English that you need to communicate with them. they can understand, they also explain. So don't worry about this. But if you know Chinese, it's very good. But if you don't know, don't worry. They are very patient, they are very helpful, and yes, they try to help you. Even they don't know English, but don't worry, they always have a translator, or they use phone to communicate. So don't worry about this, they are very helpful. So the staff was typing all the information on the computer, and there is another screen that you can see what she's typing, so you can confirm all the information correct. And after that, she asked my photo that I handed, and she said it was big, and she asked me to take a new one. So there's a place you can take picture and print. It was quick. And then it was very small. So I gave the picture, and she said, please wait a minute. And I said, can I sit? And she said, yeah. And I sat. As soon as I sat, she called me back. She said, here is your temporary driver license. That was quick. I thought I would wait maybe like half an hour. No, it was very quick. So anyway, she also explained, so I should come next year to renew it. Oh, by the way, I signed on 2 papers, one in English and another one in Chinese. I think that's a translation of that. So basically, you declare that you'll follow the Chinese law and traffic rules in China. So that's it. And after that, yeah. So I got my driving license. All right, let me summarize all the expenses to get a temporary Chinese driving license. So the expensive one is the translation of your driving license from your country. So I paid 100 RMB for that, and I paid 15 RMB for new photos, and accommodation registration is free. You have to just go there. And what else? And for the application, I paid 10 RMB, and that's it. Like before, I was thinking maybe it will take like a week, wait for the translation and go to the department and wait long queue. I was also not thinking that I will get the driver license immediately. I thought they will make me wait 1 or 2 days, and they will send me, send the driver license to my house. But no, we just get it very quick. And I also thought it would be very stressful, the communication. They might be rude, but no, they were very polite, very helpful, no communication issues, and yeah, it was very quick. So I'm gonna say the service is excellent. It's a champ. So if you're living in China or just traveling, or you're studying or doing business, you can get your Chinese driver license quick, so you can rent cars anytime, anywhere. You can travel more, and you can be more independent. All right, guys, you may have a question. Is it possible to get a long-term driver license in China? Yes, it is possible, and you can get this license up to 6 years, but it's almost same process. So you have to get your own driver license from your country, and you have to translate it. You need your passport and the accommodation registration form, and yeah, you have to do the same process, but plus you have to pass the theory test. And theory test is 100 questions, multiple choice, and is about traffic rules, safety and science, and you have to score 90 out of 100 questions. So if you don't get this theory test, then you can't get long-term driving license. So yeah, it is possible. It's also based on your residence permit. If you have more than 1 year residence permit, you can get 6-year driving license, but if you have less than 1 year, then you'll get temporary driving license here in China. All right, if you find this video useful, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and comment what you think about China. Have you got a driving license in China, or do you want to get one? And yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.